Hey guys, welcome to the video tutorial that accompanies your 6-week butt builder program. The program is meant to be completed in addition to your regular training plan and will give your glutes the extra volume needed to cause some awesome gains in size, shape, and strength. So how we're going to do this, if you normally lift 2 times a week, you'll do this program twice weekly. If you normally lift 3 times a week, then you'd perform the program 3 times a week, alternating which day out of workout 1 or workout 2 is your third workout for each week. A third option would be to do the program on its own as a standalone workout. So I believe the best way to grow your glutes is by training them like any other muscle you are trying to increase the size of. We're not going to do a bunch of low intensity banded exercise. We're going to use some heavier loads, compound lifts, moderate to high volume, and lots of time under tension, with a special focus on the eccentric portion of the lift, which is when you're lowering the weight with gravity and there's a lot of tension on that muscle group. Let's get into day 1. So our first exercise in day 1 is going to be the wide stance back squat. We're going to take a stance that is wider than shoulder width with the feet slightly angled out, and we're going to do a 4-second eccentric and about a 1-second concentric. That means you're lowering the bar down for 4 seconds and then taking about 1 second to complete the squat. Keep your chest up and your shoulders back like Megan's doing here. 4 seconds down and up. Squeeze your glutes at the top and make sure that you're keeping the same tempo throughout the lift. Our second exercise is reverse hypers. We're using a bench here because our gym doesn't have a reverse hyper setup and yours might not either, but most gyms will have a bench. You're lifting your legs up at a normal rate, you're squeezing for about 2 seconds, and then you're letting them lower for 3 seconds, keeping a lot of tension on the glutes throughout this movement. You're gripping the sides of the bench very hard to keep your chest down on the bench and bracing your abs throughout the movement. The third exercise in day 1 is the barbell hip thrust, the trickiest part of which is usually the setup. So you're going to start on your butt on the ground with your back up against a bench. You're going to roll the barbell onto your hips. You've got a doubled up mat there, or you could use a barbell shoulder pad. And then you're going to lift the barbell up by thrusting your glutes up. You're going to squeeze at the top and then allow 2 seconds to return to the starting position, creating a lot of time under tension for the glutes. The last exercise of day 1 is the back extension. You can perform this exercise using an exercise ball, as we are showing, or using a 45-degree back extension bench if your gym has one of those. The key is to fire your glutes hard to lift your body up to neutral. Try to avoid hyperextending your back and compressing your lumbar spine. Just come up until neutral and really focus on that tension in the glutes.